today, what's going to happen today is we're going to take this square stock that I used to connect the car back together. Now we're going to connect the square stock to the inside sill, which I called the pie crust, because we're going to connect it from the bottom of this. We're going to go straight over, and whatever's left over is going to be cut off. When it's cut off, then we're going to cap it. So basically, I want to get a nice level going there. I don't want to get it turned up or turned down or whatever, stuff like that. That's the stuff that you can get in, that gets you in trouble every time, is you're not paying attention and noticing something that's going wrong that when you're building it. That is the biggest thing, to be able to know and pay attention to what's going on. So that piece wants to come straight across like that all the way down. If I went with the square tubing, it's kind of pointed up a little bit on me. I don't care if it's pointed up on me, but it is turned up a little bit on me. So I'd like to see the stuff go in straight, and that means that the metal does not hit very nice. If it's turned up a little bit, it'll hit, but there'll be a ledge there when I grind it off. I'd like to bring it out to the round place and then weld it on that edge, and then I can grind it all off to make it look really nice. But I just got to make sure that I get a nice line going for the bottom of the sill. Also, right here, where I have a little bit of a gap going on there because I wanted to keep it to the top of that line. I think obviously we're going to shove our metal inside that, and that can be tacked up to our metal that we weld on the bottom of this. So that'll take up that space, which is good, which is fantastic. We're not going to see very much of the frame. I don't think you've seen much of the frame before, but we went down an inch, so we know that we're going to see an inch less of it. I'm going to take and get myself comfy. Colton, you've got that straight, have you? Mm-hmm. I guess actually it doesn't matter if it's straight, and why?
First time I got something straight, it doesn't matter.
No, but why? Because this is on a curve, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes time, yeah, let's do this.
I'm gonna get the plasma cutter out for that.
What?
Plasma cutter?
The plasma cutter.
You cut that bottom piece off?
No, I'd rather cut off the grinder.
Okay.
More control, especially laying on your back. That's way down too far there, see, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that either. Can't see it now, I'm kind of losing it. Now I'm gonna have to wipe that off and do it again. You want to give me some reducer on the rag, please, Colton? Mm-hmm. I can do that again. Now, what I'm going to do now, this time when I draw it on, I'm not going to get so close. I'm going to stand back a little bit, and then I'll be able to see it, because I do enjoy the. I could do it with tape, but this is what I'm going to do. No, I think I might do it with tape. Cut it off, and that way there my pattern will be easier to make. And this is why would my pattern be easier to make if I cut it off, Colton?
So it's right there. You put
No.
it right to it?
No. Oh. If I got my piece like this, and I want to make a pattern, if I have this edge and this edge, mm-hmm. and both of them are got a crook to it, okay? Why am I willing to risk to cut that off before I make the pattern?
Because that's true to that. It will give you that
Yes.
same shape, won't it?
Yes, but how is it easier to make the pattern? I'll be able to press the cardboard from underneath.
Okay.
And get that line. With it down like that, I can't get that line. You know what I'm saying? If I cut that off now, before we even get this piece made, then we can take the cardboard and just push up on it. We can get that line and the inside line, then we know our pattern better. And it's trying to fight it.
So you could go right to the frame, yeah.
Yeah, That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I learned today.
Well, you remember that. That's the problem. That's
I'll
the
remember
thing.
that.
But it is what it is. You'll get it when you want to get it, I guess.
The crazy thing is, you usually remember things when you screw it up. Because you say, oh, I won't do that again.
There's a consequence. That's when you learn. There's a consequence. I did this door for this guy. It's an El Camino, and he had smashed it up in a little drinking driving situation. He wanted the door of his car fixed up, so I took the job on, new to the game. When I made the door skin for it, that went well. When I welded on, that went well. But when I welded on laying down, like laying face down. I was welding the door skin on from the face on the bench. And when I picked it up, the center of it sunk about that far. And it looked like a boomerang, and I had to fix it or pay for it. I had to learn real quick.
So, that's cutting that off with a grinder, like there's so, like, imagine running that grinder in the frame.
Yeah. You're only sticking so much of it in, right?
I understand, but like that's just my grinder skills aren't where you're at.
Well, I guess that's a funny hint that I guess I'll be doing the grinding.
Well, there, I don't want to run I don't want to run the grinder in the frame. Well, I mean, I can do it.
Let me get a piece of tape, please.
I can do it. It's underneath the ID. I got it for you.
All right, on. Thank you. We'll do this. I know this is going to take a little bit of time. Just to put tape on there. Run that line. Huh. Probably should have ran it first place. Easier than marker.
Weld that up too while I'm down here.
No. Man, I couldn't do your workouts, Jolene. I couldn't do it. My belly's hurting already. Yay. All right, I'm going to cut that bad boy off. I'm going to do it. It means something, actually. It means if the bottom of the car, it looks like it's up too high there, but I'm going to get back and take a look. I got to get back. You guys sometimes get the better of everything, with the vision of everything, because you can see it on the camera. I'm right up close, and I'm tunnel vision. I'm into it. If you know what I'm trying to tell you, I'm into it. All right, I'm going to cut the tape. You want to plug me in? I'll cut it. But thanks for getting down. Appreciate that. I'm going to put some gloves on. And this is a bunch of welding here, so once we get the piece on, it's fine. But until you get the piece made and get it put on, you've got to do the work. And we're a 1/4 inch away because we put the 1/4 inch square stock around it, did we not?
We did.
We did. Now, am I going to be able to cut that? Nice. There it be in all its glory. I said, there it be in all its glory. Cut off. Now we got to do some figuring here. Nah, it don't look too bad. Don't look bad at all. Actually, so what you're seeing there is, this is the square stock, where I got my finger, obviously, square stock. And that's where we cut off the inside skirt down along the side of the frame. So now we got to play with that. All right. It's kind of bowed a little bit. It's bowed a little bit. We're going to see if we can try to get it straight as we can. That's the downward motion. That's not going to give us anything. We need some of our that little 1/4-inch square stock.
How much?
Huh?
How much?
Probably as much as we don't have. There's a little piece. Did I bring that in here? Yes, I did. I'd like to put that
right
on.
There gives us the.
No, that gives us this.
Okay.
Doesn't give us this. Right?
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying, like there's
like
two different
if we
angles.
cut this
That's
off
an angle that we just cut off,
Yeah.
but that angle there is not going to fit this angle.
No.
Okay, you understand that, do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well if you don't, it's okay. But
I don't what?
I said if you don't, it's okay.
I understand what you're saying.
Hammer.
Body hammer or regular?
And just any hammer. I'm just trying to straighten out this bottom lip underneath here, and I want one of them.
Here, does that work? Straighten that out? The edge?
No, it's not.
It's not like that?
Not like, yeah, that. It's, what we call,
Something like this, maybe?
screwdriver, please. Let me pry that out.
You calling flathead?
Huh?
Flathead?
That'd be perfect. Hey son, that'd be perfect. I just want to pry this out to make sure that we get a nice pattern to fit, because that's where it comes over the frame. Because we can make this look poopy. We can just go with what it has, and it's stuck out like that. We can do that, but I'd rather have it all the same distance away from the chassis if I could manage it, you know, except for this little front piece where it comes up to the front of the chassis. That's the only place where it would be, you know, being dealt with. So I want it 1/4 inch all the way along the best I can before we zap anything on. And I don't know if that can happen or not. We're going to soon find out though. How am I going to do that? And get a piece, maybe clamp it, and then tack it to the chassis maybe. Like that'd be the only way to get it. I like how that covers the chassis though, that's nice. Really nice. You like that? First time we've seen it like that. It covers the chassis nice in the back, eh?
It does.
Perfect.
Looks sick.
It does. No, let me think. We need some of that square stock. Excuse me. I'm going up in the junkyard. Okay? I need some square stock. Blowgun right there.
How much does he need? How much do you need?
This piece.
Oh, square saw.
Junk this up in little pieces. Make it go the whole distance. That's too big. That's too big. Let's go with this for now. Maybe I'll cut that other one up too, but get some square stock. I want it that far away from the chassis. All the way if I can. Let's make that look nice.
How much do you need?
There's right there, but where'd you find that?
Underneath the middle in the
Good boy.
in the rack.
Good boy. Here, let's do this. Let's put it up in there. We can only do one side at a time.
Oh, we're going all the way around. I see what we're doing.
Or
Here.
we can squeeze it in there. Maybe make it take shape. Alright, I'm gonna get my knife. You can put it in there, all the way from front to the back, right along there, yeah. Right in there, like so, yeah. I might even go up a little higher, like that. That'd be nice. Can we get a pair of clamps on that now to squeeze that shut? Here, just start. Just a second now. Okay.
I can get one back here where I'm at.
Yeah.
I should
Just
be
a
able
minute
to.
now. Let's start in the middle. Then we can go either way. Always start in the middle down generally. Why not? Just go easy. Don't bruise it. Don't bruise it or bend it over. Just make it fit. Just make it
Might
fit.
bend that over.
I don't want you to bend it over. I just want you to.
How's that look?
Beautiful. If it doesn't bend it, or there's a fine line there. If you know what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Come over a little more. If you can. Close all this up. There you go. Looks better.
Geez, I like the direction. You want that clamp, do you? Go your way with it. Hey, you do the exact same thing you told me to do. Come a little closer. Let's do this, get some more clamps going. Some vice grips. I'm not sure how the vice grips are going to work.
I'm tight down here. That's pretty good. So I get one right there. Should be all right.
It looks pretty good here too. You got one spot really right there, isn't it?
Yeah. Tight down here.
How do you make a pattern now, though? That's what I'm thinking with all the clamps on it. You know what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
What? Like, can you bring it in? Just bring it down right underneath the. Right down underneath that. See what happens then.
Right here.
Right in. Yeah, you got to bring it back. You're right on that one. Or
I'm
just
not
needs
going
more
to get
clamps.
past here.
Needs more clamps.
I'm not going to get past here.
We'll just stick it on back here then. Where you hit it. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. Perfect. All right, that's what I'd like to make the inside sill look like, because it's that far away, and it looked nice that way. If I weld it on there and that inside sill is all crooked, it just won't look nice when the body's off, and I don't want that. And that still looks like a little bit crooked, doesn't it? Like I've got it clamped in tight here, right? It's kind of rolled over a little bit there. I think I rolled it over, didn't I? Did exactly what you told me not to do, huh? See, it's got a. You looking at it now? Yeah, it's got. I want the same distance in there. I want that inside one, but we're kind of flip flop there now, and that's probably from welding it all solid all the way down. But I'm gonna take a look now. No, we still got an area right there that's not. It's a boo boo. It's gonna be tightened up.
Push.
What?
When I push here, it makes the gap bigger down here.
So what's going to happen is we're going to have to make the pattern good enough that it fits tight going this way, and we'll push that metal in tight, and then we'll tack it on the outside here. So let's do this. What are we going to do?
Get a pattern going?
Oh yeah, we're going to get a pattern going for sure. All right, let's take all the clamps off. I thought that I was going to be smart and just put a piece of cardboard on the bottom like that. Push on this side, I get the pattern, and push on that corner, I get the pattern. That's what I thought. But the inside sill was like, woo, like it's not good. Is it better or no? It's better, isn't it?
It's better when it's not clamped.
Okay, but it's not there. Anyways, this is what I've come up with. Now we're going to put it up, and we're going to hold underneath there, and we're going to take the shape of the chassis. And the reason we're going to take shape of the chassis Because that'll apply to.
We already have the shape of the chassis. Right there.
No. That's this angle.
Okay, no.
That's that angle.
I thought it was this one.
Yeah. That's that angle. Let's do this. Okay. You hold it up on your end. Let's see if we can get this. What we need is.
Hey.
What? Ooh,
I could probably put this there with one of them power magnets. It would show us.
We're trying to make the. Just listen to me for a second. Okay. And we're trying to make this with this piece that goes into this inside sill. Mm-hmm. I want to make it so it pushes on that and makes it go straight.
Okay.
So in order to make it go straight, we need to have the shape of the chassis, so that it pushes in straight to the chassis. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If we have the shape of the chassis, can you come? Are you? You want? Can you give me a little? Can you give me some more? Can you give me some more? Can you give me some more?
Give me as much as you want.
All right. No, you can't go past where. See the back of the quarter panel? You can't go past that. Or I don't want you to go past that. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Well, like what I'm trying to tell you is, don't go past. I can't. I gotta have a pattern. I can't be short.
I'm like right here on the end. The wheel well.
Okay. Now, what I'm doing is, let's find
That's
the
what I
edge
need,
of the
right
chassis.
to the end of the wheel well, correct?
All right, just a second. I'm just finding the inside of the chassis. I'm going to apply the inside of the chassis pattern. But nothing short, old Dad be cranky.
That's the end of it right there.
What?
I'm saving metal.
Saving metal?
That's the end of it, look, right there, just for you.
Yeah, get
saving metal.
This is the back, as he had that in. Need a pair of scissors. So if my drawing's a little crooked, make sure you straighten it.
Try my best.
There. Now I'm hoping if we apply this shape to this inside sill, it'll make it fit the chassis. It should. Hoping. Because it's just a piece of, I don't know if we put 18 gauge or 16 gauge down there.
I think it was 18 we put down there. I think it was 18 we put down there.
Put down the sides for the inside curtain. So it's understandable that it's not all perfect with the frame right at the present moment. We welded it all the way along the top. Faster! Did you like that? Yeah, no, just a minute. What are you flip-flopping? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Got me all messed up now. You get the little tiny part down the back. Yeah. Okay, no, you get that little. That's what's. What?
I got the fat part.
What?
You got the skinny part.
Oh. I marked that as the front.
Because you drew that on backwards on the Bristol board. You made that line upside down. You actually did it this way.
All right, let's check this out.
See what I mean?
Let's check it out. Let's check it out. You get this one? Mm-hmm. No. Let's put it just. We took the shape of the chassis turned over. That's not it. That's the shape of the chassis?
Yep. That actually looks, yeah.
What?
Yep.
That's the shape of the chassis. So you got the small end.
Yeah.
That does not matter, but it does matter. Okay.
So I put it up like this, like we could get the whole round.
Now, as I do that, that doesn't help me any. Doesn't help me any. I need it on the other side. We need that piece.
What?
We need
This piece?
Yeah. We need that piece.
Because give me this piece.
All right.
Flip it upside down is the way we had it.
Yeah, no. That's why we had it right here like this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, because
we need this piece.
That's the end of my pattern right there.
We need this piece. So, now, now you got the end there, put it right back where you had it before. Okay.
And that's the end of me right there.
Okay, see how we're not fitting?
Grab some tape and manipulate it.
Well, did you see, I'm just asking you, do you see what's happening right at the present second? It's not fitting, is it?
No.
Because it has to be pushed over to make the front fit. Do you know what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not too bad through here. Right up there.
And then that chassis is quite a ways away there, isn't it?
No, when you push
Or
it
is
in,
it?
it's not. No, it's not. It's actually really nice when you go in like that. It's down towards the front. That gets a little.
Let's put it against the chassis and see if it's still. Is it the same shape as the chassis? Seems to be, don't it?
Yep, sure is. Sure
All right,
is.
let's cut a piece of metal. Actually, put it back on there, please, and thank you. Well, it is what it is. It's going to take what it takes.
Yeah, I did.
It's going to take what it takes. Now I need from here up. I need to add. Now, this is against the chassis. It fits good, does it not?
It's great.
Fits great. As they said, fits great. Okay, so that means that we're going to. Jolene, I'm going to ask you for a favor. We're going to put this hard against the chassis. No, I'm going to get you to trace a line on the top, right outside here. You're going to do two things at once, boys. You're going to help us. You're going to help us. You're going to help us unless we
Pull tight and I'll pull tight.
Just a second, you pull tight.
You pull tight?
This damn thing's in my way. You on where you're supposed to be?
Sure am. Are you on where you're supposed to be?
I think I am. I can't tell because I have to go by you. That's the worst part. Yep. On the outside of that square rock, just run it down.
That's not the worst part. Do one on this here too. Oh, sorry, one right here too. Perfect.
All right. That looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent. Let's start cutting. Your line right here. She threw the marker down, did she?
Should we make it a little bigger?
No, we're just going to, this is going inside that piece. That made her come out there a little bit. We're going inside that piece because we got a lip folded under, right? This is the quarter panel that's out further. So we're going underneath that. Right there. So now, I want you to take a look at it for a second. See how it's nice and round, no outs and ins and not in it? Don't put any in it with your scissors either, because we're going to transfer this to another piece, right? It's kind of nice straight cuts, long straight cuts, and little jerky things I'm not sure of. And then we'll have a nice piece put on there. It's going to be actually a 1/4 inch too long when we stick it up underneath there because we're hard to the frame on this. But I want that inside piece. I want that inside piece to be nice and straight. That's got a nice flowing line going there. We'll put it into where it fits nice and looks good. Where it hits, everywhere it hits. Oh, we have to add a piece onto that. For the whole thing, I want to make it in one piece if we can. Yes, 100%. If we can. So this is what I should be doing then. What's that? Sorry. Yeah. There, show them your nails. Your nails. Oh, okay. I'll just get rid of them. Why does that not match up to there? Back. Yeah, it does. I guess I was looking at the wrong piece.
What are you doing?
What are you snipping that out for?
And my piece.
Well, we can snip it out. I understand that, but it's just we would rate.
Okay.
If it's not fitting right, we haven't got the. You know what I mean? We'll cut the metal. We'll leave more than we need. Have whatever. Yeah, whatever. All right, you ready to rock and roll down there? I want to actually. I need a piece of tape, please. Please. Hold your piece up where you think you need it, Colton. Look at your end, you know which way it fits, which side it fits.
No, that fits.
Fits just like that?
Yep. I'm on.
Or you gotta flip it?
I'm good.
You're good? Are you back where you got enough? Like you gotta have enough. So I
It'll be
can't.
like,
You take what you need.
just give me a hair. So right there. I don't need much more than that.
Well, you know.
No, I'm not.
You need metal to weld to, but I'm just. Are you all good?
I'm all good in there. Yeah.
Okay, you got enough metal, have you?
Yep.
That's what I need to hear. Yeah, hold that right up to the front, to the end where it needs it. You know, got it? It's fine.
We just might need to make a little bit.
What's that?
Hey?
What's that?
You might just need to make it a little thicker this way. Like out. Like add a little more. You know what I mean?
No. You know why?
Why?
Because to be like,
See like your hair?
well, this piece here, we're hard up against the frame right now, aren't we not? Are we not?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this piece here is hard up against the frame. Well, when we go to shove this piece on that inside panel, this piece here is going to make the inside panel straight. That line, that frame we built. So actually, it's going to push it out.
Oh,
Quarter of an
okay,
inch.
so we'll get that back. So
Right,
like
we'll
when
get
you're
that.
asking me if I got enough metal to weld to, you're asking me right here on my
Yeah.
end? Yeah, I got enough to weld to there. Yes.
Okay. So basically, what I'm saying is, if we cut this pattern out of metal and we push it in so it looks even all the way inside, because we got the shape of the chassis, we'll tack it on. There's going to be metal left on the outside of here.
We just weld.
And then we'll grind it off and we'll get it to the place where we want to weld it. And it's
Gotcha.
over. That one in the back, I was going to put it on the inside of that instead of on the outside of that. So we're going to have to cut that one to make that one fit. Well, let's go for it. Yeah. Just a second. This. Cut that off, just make that a little smoother stream in there. Stop it. Alrighty. You got some magnets, that wouldn't be bad idea. Right on the, I don't know where they were, but we got more rulers and sticks and squares and you don't work. That doesn't seem to look right there, but then again, the frame curls in there. You know what I'm trying to say? All right, yeah, it does. Let's take it over to. You always want to get it on the side of the metal, take the least amount of metal as possible. Pull it in some, pull your end in some. Yeah, pull it into you right at the edge. Because it's same thing. She wants it to flip it. We lose nothing. That's why I flipped it. Now you got no metal shunt. You only got 2 magnets? Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. I'll get up and get some.
Do you need more than that?
Huh?
Do you need more than 2?
Well, to keep that pattern is quite long. Like, to me, it should have a couple more on it, but where are the magnets at? There you go, look at that, bud. Go for it. Place it on there. Quickly, like you were a professional. Get a marker that works? Does it work?
No, hardly. One that works. Right under.
Watch him, Jolene. She got the camera on you, boy. You messed that pattern up, she got you.
Oh, I know.
Huh?
Like always.
Put your hand on the pattern. That way there, they don't take off on you, right? I don't know if I do it that way, but you're more than welcome. If it's got a little tiny thing in it, like a high spot in it, means that it could be longer. Yeah, keep going. Has you ever been stressed out before making a pattern? You'll get her. And then hopefully that'll make it that shape that we have there. Hopefully when we push that in, like I said before, to that square stock. Maybe I should get into cutting while he's doing that. Huh? I'll get into cutting. I'm ready. How you feel?
Straight.
Good, man. Take her off. Take your measurements. We gotta pick this piece up. One of the hardest things to do is just cut a full sheet. Get extra points for the broom.
Oh yeah, I'm the big one.
What?
I'm this end.
How's that gonna fit that though? Anyways, let's try. I think it goes that way. I don't know why that's end cut down like that. But
Because it grooves out for the back. No, other way.
what?
Flip it around. There you go.
Why is that? Okay. Well, that don't make good sense. It's welded upside down. Put on upside down, then I glued that on wrong. The front piece. Are you down? Can you give me some?
Yep.
All right, that's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. Give me some.
How much more?
That
I'm
good.
right on the edge, right there. Like right on
That's
the edge.
it?
Yep. I probably want to come back a little bit, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm just feeling pretty good there. It's just.
I'm right on the edge. I'm flush.
All right.
Actually, can you
Can I what?
whack this down right here a little bit?
I'm just wondering why I got this cut off. I must have put that on there wrong. That was supposed to go that way. You know what I'm saying? What?
What are you saying?
I must have taped this on wrong. Damn it. Put that up there. It seems to fit for something like that. But it fits. Is what I don't like. But I taped it on wrong. See that? I don't like see that part right there? I don't like that where it's tight up against the chassis there and not tight back there. Look at yours.
Well, I can come way down.
No. Look there, tight to the chassis right here, man. Like see it's tight here?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I can go down and that will.
Down where? Down. Show me down.
Like push. Like there.
Okay, well.
That's what I'm saying.
I want this.
I think.
That's cool. Just let me play with this for a second. This is wrong in front.
I can even give you more if you want it.
Well, it's good. What I care, Colton, is that it fits the bottom. So it needs to go where it needs to go. Like you should give me all of it if that's where it needs to be. Like I don't know what to say. Like it's just kind of, I got this on wrong. Come down some more then. Bring your end in where it's supposed to be then, see if it fits better.
Right about there is where I originally had it.
I glued that damn piece on there wrong. You son of a... All right, I'm gonna cut it and weld it on there. Because I can't just throw that away. You know if that makes sense. Now, we have I'm gonna let it go for a second. I can get a marker. You can't, like when you're putting something on, Colton, like I can't say you can't say to me I can bring it down to you further. There's only one place for it to line up. Like so your end should line up where it always lines up. Like you always put it on your end. Like it's not like you pull it back one time you push it ahead. It's not that game. That one point that you have at the end should line up every time. And that way there, we always have something to go by. If we can't do that, well then, I need a marker. Who's got one? Got one? All right, let's get our heads in the same spot, in the same place. We didn't pick it up. All right. Now put it back exactly where you're supposed to have it, so it fits. So it's at the end where it's supposed to be. Okay, now I'm going to scribe it a little bit more because I don't like how it fits right here. That's a good
Marker, so I can make a marker to set this everything.
Should y'all do it with your... I'm gonna go cut it out here somewhere. Let's take it down. Now, that has to be cut out of it. I wanted it as one piece, not going in as one piece. Made a boo-boo when I taped that on the pattern. I cut all that metal. All I have to do is weld it together at the end. So I got this way. We push that up against the chassis, and I just scribed it one more time. So then when we put this piece on, we should be good to go. We should be. Not worth it. Not worth it. Goes back. Goes back where? Exactly where it was the last time when you started off. That way there we're on the same page.
Back.
Huh?
Back.
Back where you were before. So it fits good.
Yeah.
Fits real good, don't it? All right, now, let's let it off. Let it off a little bit. Let's push it on here. See that right there? See how you push it? See how we push that in? We can make that go to that angle. So you push that in. Look. Can you push this piece in? Like, you know what I mean?
Can you shave right here just a little bit? Because I'm getting caught right here in this corner.
I can. Now, just a second now. Can you?
Not any better for you? I'm in there now.
Let me see this. Let it in there. Put it inside here. It's good in there for it, does it? Yeah, have you pushed in there? Can you push it in there, son?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Nice.
Now he tells me nice. All right, now. That comes back all the way. Let me see this.
Flush. Well,
That looks nice, don't it? That can all be weld together very nice. That's what we wanted. That piece is turned up nice. That works out good. And this is what has to happen then. I'm not sure, but I'm going to pretend. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you something. If I drop that marker one more time. What? All right, now. There it go, boy. Isn't it?
not going too bad.
Oh, you like it?
Learning.
No, I like it.
Watching.
You learning?
Seeing what's happening.
All right, we're going to do this.
Scribe again.
We're going to cut this off because that piece fits. We're going to cut it off here. So that piece here has to come at least to
I see what
here.
you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. We're just going to use this like that way there. You know it's in place, huh?
Well, we'll give it that distance off the chassis that we think that looks nice. And then that'll be good. Don't you think?
Yeah. I do.
Okay. So you on the right path early
I agree.
or not? I don't know if we are, if we're not, but we'll try.
That's all you can do.
All right, let's do that. Let's pull it down. Just pull it out of there. Did I get you? I did it on purpose too.
Probably.
So what happens is, this is laying on, this is hitting, how's it going now? Now this is hitting the chassis. This piece is going up. This is going underneath this piece right here. We got an inch bend over there. That's going up underneath that there. But this piece is going right hard up against the chassis. This is the distance that we want that inside sill to come off the chassis. We're going to cut that piece out because that's fitting right. We'll bring the inside wheel well to there, inside to that, and then the rest we'll do by pushing it in. See what happens. I think that'll work. Gonna try it. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult, to be honest with you. But it's turning out to be trying. All right, goes in, and I'm hoping we'll start to weld up and put this bad boy on. Let's do it.
I need a welder with like the lenses like a gnat.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get this on first here, bud. You wouldn't take that tape off? You don't want to take the tape off? That was a mistake. It was a mistake. Damn it. It was a mistake. But I think it showed me the way.
Explain.
Well, I cut it off on the inside.
It's flush to there.
Yep. Now I'm going to do this.
The whole way. What?
You know, I might as well cut that out and then get it into the screwdriver and pry it out and connect it.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? Is to try to push it in. I cut this. See, I cut this piece out. See how I cut that piece out? Mm-hmm. Well, that kind of what's that? That messed up everything, didn't it? How am I going to push this in? I cut that out. You know what I mean? Should have cut it off this side.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Should have cut it to this side, not that side. But what to do for me? It actually, I should have cut, instead of cutting this off, I should have cut that off. And that way there we still could have pushed it in and tailed it on the outside. But now that I've made that wrong cut, now we're just gonna, this fits on the outside. We'll just cut the rest of that off and we'll have to get into the screwdriver and pry the inside out to this length right here. We'll get it going.
Right, how far you went here, that's actually meeting up really nice underneath.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Can you take your time, peel that tape off there, shut that welder off for a second. Peel that tape off underneath there so we'll get going, get this thing cut off, get it put on. Urgh. All right. Don't hurt. I gotta do this. I gotta trap this on here real quick, just in case for the other side. Oh. Anyway, just so when it comes time to do the other side, that one might work.
There.
It's there. Because I can honestly say, it's been it's been taking my brain a little bit to figure out how I'm going to do that, because it's been taking my brain, that's all. Let's face it, I don't know what kind of time we're in for, but it's probably quite shocking to put this one piece in. Anyways, let's do it. Got to be done. All right, now, what I'm looking for is,
Push back to me some more.
huh?
You come back. There you go.
What I'm looking for is, actually,
It's actually not bad, man.
well, no, look how far it's out by. Look, like that's not where we want it. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, take a look at your end down there. Hold it out like that. We want it to follow the chassis. We want to bring it out here like this, and we want that metal underneath of it to follow the same shape as this. You know what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm pretty good here, but the metal inside there. So in order to get at that, I can open the door and push that out. That's how we can do it.
Come back my way. You went up. Push back.
Yeah. Okay.
Right there.
Okay. What I'm looking for is the same distance from that chassis all the way along.
Not bad.
I can grind it a little bit, help it out a little bit. Okay. You get your welder. Let's tack her on. What happens is the piece. You can see the piece of metal right here. You see the piece of metal right there. I can go on the inside the door and open the door up and push it out. Like it's not out here. It's way in there. See how far it's away. When I put the metal in, I want to get the same distant gap around there. I'm using the pattern. Wow.
Hand me that light down there, please. Probably don't need it.
Now this second. To me, that's pretty sweet right there.
Thank you.
Is it not?
I get a tack right there, yeah.
Pretty sweet right there. Let's tack it there.
Ready?
All right.
Oh, didn't even get
No,
it.
no.
Got it. Make sure my gas is on. Got it.
Where's it? That square stock's in there, but you can tack it right there. Right there.
On this?
Yep. Right there where you had it, where it's tight.
Ready?
Yep. Nice. Two tacks. It's ever. Two tacks. It's in, right?
It's there.
It's there. Come on up here. I don't know if I like that or not. Just a second now. No, you're not hitting anywhere there because we're not hitting anywhere. All right, let's tack it right here at the bottom, right here.
Ready?
Yep. You didn't hit it.
Huh? Whoops. That makes sense. There we go. We're good. I thought that was the edge.
All right. All right, let's tack it here somewhere.
Here. Ready?
A second now. I want taking over with your helmet, are you? Okay, tack it on. Right there. Just a second.
Might need more in my wallet.
I'm in there a bit. I'm gonna shave that a little second or two. You do that. What's that do? Let's just plunk one on right there.
Where? Right here?
One of them sticks. All right, that's good enough for now. So I got a distance going all the way along inside that chassis. I actually got to cut it back just a little tiny bit, but I had to get it in there because We tacked it down there and I don't want to take it off, but I'm going to scrub it so it's the same distance away. And then what I'm going to do is open up the door. We'll open up the door and I'm going to make it fit. I'll push it where it needs to go to fit. That's what's going to happen. But I want to make sure I get the right distance away there so I can do that when Colton goes underneath, and then we can do that trick. And that shouldn't be too hard because it's up tight there. You can see that it's up tight and right. That's good. More of a time than I expected. But there's going to be two pieces here. Actually, there's going to be one on top of it. So you actually could drill this one, put oil in there so this doesn't rot out.
That'll be like an undercoat type of thing.
Yeah, an undercoat type of thing. There also has to be a piece welded on here to close that off after we get this. Well, we can do that. Put the piece down along here, up to here, then we just roll a piece down with that. I'm going to get this put on so I can put Colton to work. Thank you very much for coming back. I really appreciate it. Thanks for putting up with us. That was a rough one.
See the light?
I do now. But, and actually, just try to get this panel here. You can see that it's warped in. I noticed it was close to the door, but it needs to be pushed out. That's why. And to make that piece there get in control, it's a hard piece when it's inside. Thank you very much for coming back. I really appreciate it. Go out on your project and do whatever you want, and man, you'll feel as free as a bird. Have a great day, everybody. Come back tomorrow. I'll be here.